from a kind of something I would call it a kind of a palliative nonsense. And we begin to celebrate it. Why are we not holding for now? Please. Why are we not holding those governors? Why are we not holding those? He gave them billions, and we are not holding those governors. What they use that money to do? Exactly. Only maybe one person was. I don't know what's the name of this governor. I cannot really say precisely. In all the 30 states, plus the FCT, what did they do with the palliative money? He didn't give them the money to go and spend the palliative, to be creative with the money. What can they do for the short run to alleviate the condition, the poor condition for the short run? Why we go back to Abuja to go and look at what is to do on the long run? We're not talking about Babangida regime. What kind of Babangida something? Dude, it's on the record that Nigerian word entered the channel for the first time. Longman advanced the websites, the BBC. Go and look at it. They will tell you a 419 what it means. It means a code used for advanced free fraud emanated from Nigeria.
And why is that?
That's 419. It came through the Babangida regime. If he so loved Nigeria, what happened to the power project under him? Can he resuscitate it? What happened to Ajaokuta? What happened to Anaja?
And now he's calling for immediate resignation of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Otherwise, military will take over.
If the man, I saw it, it's going to be, to me, I still see it as a hearsay. It wasn't a fact. I don't look at it as a fact. If it's really, it's a fact coming from figure, that man must be stoned to death. He must be stoned to death because he was among the person that turned Nigerian system into a knock engine that the subsequent government is coming up to do what? To repair. You can't fix a knock engine. It has to be totally overhauled, removed, and put another one. If it calls for such, it should be stoned to death.
And the supposed military officers could be, of course, his lieutenants, those who he trained for the job, waiting for the right time to strike.
My brother,
the Babangida, the Maradona.
My brother, can I tell you something?
He's still speaking.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
Why I don't have trust in this group of politicians or whatever they are? There's something they say in the Yoruba. They say that no matter what, at times, you understand, there are even some goods inside some bad situation. Are you with me? I will tell you, no matter how good, no matter how sound, we might view a military government is still a concocted aberration of civil order.
No, for the ex-president who has been a Maradona, a military, of course, president, to have come out with such alacrity, with such boldness to say resign, otherwise military will take over. Don't you think that they have perfected all they needed to do before they, of course, unimaginable happens?
Myself, as at present now, I've not seen anything national abroad. Any good source to carry such a news. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting it? So let it be. I want to see a very good source.
How do you mean by source?
Legalized by law to operate.
Legalized by law inside the
media or print media. Let that one bring it out. Then you know what to say.
Do you think that the media is representing the true reflection of what is happening?
I don't know the kind of media that brought it out.
I mean, the Nigerian media, are they reflecting the depth of rottenness, insecurity, hunger in the land?
Sorry, when I say good media, I'm not talking about the action. I'm talking about the one that we can hold for the actions. You understand now? Either they reported a badadash, either they reported a fact or fiction. Take them for their work. I'm not talking about the one of the internet ones, which some of them have no root or whatever. You understand? They can see anything and run away. Tomorrow they may say they don't exist. You understand what I'm talking about? The one that can be sanctioned, that can be taken for their work. Let me hear from it tomorrow. I see.
Okay, you shouldn't believe the realities on ground except the reality from Nigerian media.
A military coup to take over. So that's the only solution he has. It means he is insane. You understand? That's what it means. It means the cerebral disposition has got to a state. They are degenerated to ground zero. I will say it anyway.
Well, let us not concede to that, but believing that this is true, what do you think that Tinubu should be doing at this time? Do you think there could be some panic in Asa Rock, some jittering, because the main Maradonas are into play?
Personally, he should look critically at our economy. I said it here the other time that he made one error. To him, it was he believed that when he got there, he do this something like that. That thing could have given him, those people are giving him more chance to be able to look at the situation of the people. I'm talking about the House, the National Assembly. You understand? He gave them a lot of allowances, scoreboard, robo allowances, or whatever. He gave them what they actually desire, so that if they get there, they will allow to be able to face the populace.
So that he can also take his own home.
I'm not saying that. I don't believe that. Even when I go to say that, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. But as at present, I don't think that has happened. You understand? To me, we will have faced the citizens first and allow the House to talk. By now, the people, the Nigerian citizen, will appeal to his defense against the House. Let the House understand that we are in this government together. We are doing it together. Let's handle the people. I'll look at your own case later. Those billions, a sign for them to do all these things, you understand, they are error to me. And besides, we should understand critically that these so-called our leaders, remember I said it, it's not because they steal. Stealing itself is a treasonable felony. It's not because they steal, but because they steal too much. You understand? There are some key areas in the country. It should involve technocrats. Call for the Nigerians, both home and abroad, who can do very well, who can do better, not taking the corrupt politicians, a use of products who has consumed so much in Nigeria. We are still taking them along with it. What are they going to do? What the kind of position you are giving them? What the kind of something he is giving them? It's not even enough for them. It's stealing.
There was a time a kilogram of gas, cooking gas, was 50 naira. It gets to 100 naira. People were lamenting. It gets to 150. Everywhere was adored. Though people were never protested. Now it is 1,500.
Okay.
What does that mean? Of course, to an ordinary Nigerian.
With this, I am also part of the citizen. I feel this so much too. And some other people wish I am responsible to. But the truth needs to be said. The truth needs to be what? Needs to be said. At this point. What happened to our refineries? Are they working?
What should be
removing the subsidy?
Such questions.
Removing the
fundamental issue.
Removing the subsidy. It is not the problem. You understand? What are they using the subsidy to do?
They told us they removed the subsidy, but they are still indirectly paying subsidy. Who is deceiving who?
It is not a problem. We know all over the world, we don't have a perfect system. If something goes up, it comes down. That's the sign of a good economy. But why in our country, whenever it goes up, it never comes down? That is where I have a problem. That is where I have a problem with them. I have to say it. I don't have a problem something goes up. It definitely comes down when the economy becomes normal. But when it goes up forever, that is where I have a problem.
There's a systemic error. Exactly.
The purpose of removing the subsidy, has still been achieved. Even the subsidy is not my problem, but the purpose of removing the subsidy has still been achieved. That is the question we need to ask.
Exactly, and more so, if the subsidy is reinstated, there should be
there's one
the
question.
Price should go down.
There's one question and one area Nigerians, you understand, we continue to evade for a long time. We never asked. Just like during the Jonathan regime, when we flag what we call bring back the book. Even at one WS, was used as one of the ambassadors of this project. But remember, that professor from the 86, he or Shudari, that literati and the poet, he asked a question. We are asking a place where we want to bring out the book. Where are the book gone to? In the first system, we ask ourselves. Where has the book gone to? Do we even have to ask what happened to our power project in the country? No, we ask for that. Have you seen any country that developed industrially, economically, without a good power project? I and you know very well. I and you know very well that in a decade past, countries like Asian Tigers, including Thailand, that we normally get a chunk of our rice into the country, what we call the foreign rice. We know there were no match for the country. They were no match for the country. Malaysia took the majority of their oil palm all the way from here in this country. They were no match. Asian Tigers. At the point in time, Nigeria, India, and Brazil, they were at the same level. Even Nigeria, as part of Commonwealth, there, were even higher than them in terms of stability, economic stability, in terms of welfare, in terms of everything. Do you understand? So, what happened to our power projects? Besides the oil that we are talking about, what is it? No country of the world that I've seen that we ever develop economically and industrially without a good power project.
Of course.
You don't have a industrial revolution with that. What's the problem? Nobody's talking about that. That's why I was happy when the current governor, when he talked, when he began to look at some of the people he can take up, help some people responsible for the rotting in our power project in the country. You understand? But I just hope it's not going to be another journalistic panorama. You know what I mean? Again, get down to the root of the matter. So that's just it.
It's quite unfortunate. That is just it. But
I mentioned Thailand. Sorry. I mentioned Thailand as a country the other time. It's on a record that Nigeria, rice farmers, even the government itself, they can't feed Nigeria what they will use to feed Nigeria, the right that we used to feed Nigeria in 1 hour. They cannot use 6 months to produce it. But the rice you will eat in Nigeria in the next 6 years, Thailand will produce it within a few weeks because of their good power system, because of their good power projects, which they can use, to annex these resources and their product coming from those sectors, from the agricultural sector. Power be the major one.
Honestly, it appears Nigeria's government is just deceiving herself, living in her shadow of deception, knowing fully well that no economy can strive. There can't be any revolution, industrial revolution, without guaranteeing the availability of power, of course, in the country. They knew for sure, and unfortunately, they think they can deceive the gullible once. But we know exactly the Nigerian economy is headed for the cliff, and anytime, any moment from now, might possibly pack up, just as we are seeing.
You can see that I laugh, and I'm still laughing, and I will use the word I did laugh for. This is where I and you will come to a limelight. What I and you has done to call them into order. I'm saying this. What have we done to call them into
I think
order?
we have been speaking and they have access to our voice if they care to
the major population.
take conscience.
We ask for bread as a panacea on a short run, as a panacea to our long suffering. Are we holding them for accountable? Even the so-called the palliative mayor is an insult to the Nigerian people. Why are we even so engrossed with the palliative mayor? Where does all this kind of things go? That's where I and you too needs to come into action.
And when we is taking the palliative, it has not gotten to even the ordinary masses.
It is
So possibly it still revolves, of course, within the so-called politicians and their
if I and you have
policies.
rejected that earlier, there would not have been a fictitious, palliative being thrown to you. Even in the first place, you could have told them that there is no need. This is what we need. No matter. However, at any rate, at any cost, for however long it might cost. It might, it might have been or whatever.
So how do we survive momentarily with this economic disaster, if I may use the word, because it's already a declaration of war on Nigerians. Because any country that can't feed her population, that her population are starved to death, malnourished, families can no longer afford a meal, that is a declaration
Sorry,
of
on the
war.
point of correction, indirectly, you are saying that they declare a war. She understand. Are you getting me? Do we need to declare a war against them? No. Let's use our sense. Let's use our sense. If possible, let's use the power that belongs to the people, sovereignty belongs to the people. You understand? We are not new to the revolution around the world. We can sound that bell. We can make it in action. Revolution, either bloodless or bloody, what does it bring? It brings changes. You can look at this revolution in the world. And as it is, as you are saying, it borders on the individual. It borders on the individual. How do we survive? Individually or on the part of government? What will the government, what are they going to do to make the people survive? And we, as a citizen of the country, what are we going to do to equally make us survive? Meanwhile, we have seen a situation that people are beginning to adjust to this very situation. They are beginning to cut their coats according to their coats, not according to their size. Everybody has already become an economist.
Unfortunately, there's no other clothes to cut, let alone sewing. Nigerians don't have any clothes to cut. The source of their livelihood, most of them has been returned from work. I mean, people are finding it difficult, even with the little stipend, it's no longer able to take them home, let alone sustaining them within the week.
Even if they cut their coats, according to their coats, you understand? There is no nation or country that still survive without a very good input from their government. Are you guys what I'm saying? There is none. Even we still cut our coat according to our coat, even there is the majority of the cases where there is a coat to cut. Are you getting me now? Are you with me?
Yeah.
So there should be a kind of a lot of input from the government.
From the government, deliberately, to support and cushion the effects of
personally, you understand? Let's hold this our government accountable to all the whole of allocation they are getting from Abuja every month. So they come out to tell us lies that those things are not enough, including palliative. Let's continue to hold them. Let's hold them accountable for our day. Let there be a kind of transparency, and let us push. Use the power on our hands to let this our government involve more of technocrats, those who can trade more than this so-called corrupt politicians who has nothing to offer.
We have nothing to offer. Thank you so much for your wonderful submissions. I do appreciate. And we hope, of course, they will hear. Otherwise, of course, the life of the citizens are in their hands, whether to choose to live or to continue to die.
Nigerian citizens. Remember, we are once been tagged as the happiest nation in the world. You understand? If they are doing well, all the things they are saying, Nigerians are very easy to lead. I don't know if that is what the leaders are now termed as very easy to enslave. I believe that is not going to work. You understand? Nigeria are very easy to lead. The government is doing very well. They are proud. They clap them. You understand? But they should remember, in whatever other thing they are rolling out, or whatever they are doing, they should stop creating, they should stop generating, transmitting, you understand now, and creating a care of a compound which will eventually explode.
Very much, of course,
in a very near or far future, and nobody will escape it, including the timber, the so-called the timber caliber in the government. All the government, yes, including those people that empower, that hold the power that be. None of them. If they feel that they have other countries over there they are going to run to, when this thing happen, I think they are joking. Nigeria will be rightly destined for waiting for them. So we don't have any other country. This is our country, and we should stay here and enjoy the dividends. The dividend of the democracy and enjoy our natural, human, and material resources together.
Thank you so much, esteemed comrade, for your wonderful submissions.
Thank you.